Hello children, how are you? Hope you all are fine. So now in today's video we are going to learn about formation of image by plane mirror. As a part 1 we are learning. So what do you mean by part 2? Let us have in part 2 the other concept, the same formation of image by plane mirror, a different case. So here we are learning formation of image by plane mirror for point object. What I am going to explain for point object. So when a point object is placed in front of a plane mirror, how does this plane mirror or the plane mirror cast image of that point object? Sir, what do you mean by point object, sir? So point object is nothing but a point source of light. Point object is nothing but a point source of light. Say this is your plane mirror. So as defined previously by us, so it has silvering on the other side. So therefore the left face of this line acts as your plane mirror or reflecting surface. This one. Clear? So now this is your reflecting surface, or you can say your mirror straight away. So now let us learn this concept clearly. So point object, they said, right? So I would like to define the point object as a dot. Say like this, a small dot. And again, this is my point source of light, that is called as a point object. So say I would like to represent this one as object and with a point O. So this is your object. So basically the light emits or the light gets reflected by an object. Now we are saying point source mean it emits light, point object mean it reflects light from a different source of light. So due to that the light will travel in different directions. That's what in 360 degrees all directions it will be traveling, right? So out of which I would like to take here any two incident rays of my choice. So any two incident rays of my choice, that is what of different angle I would like to take. So with that angle, so that it will be easy for me to identify the things, so that what you call this one, like to measure it will be going to easy for me. So now see here. So I just taken one incident ray over here like this from your point object in this kind. See one incident ray over here coming from your point object. So this is one incident ray. And now I would like to take one more incident ray at a different position like this. One more incident ray at a different position on the same plane mirror like this. So it got incident over here. So now what I did observe over here, there are two point of incidences. See, this is one point of incidence and this is the next point of incidence. So now what we have to do after getting a point of incidence, yeah, you are right. We have to draw a normal, sir. Correct. So we have to draw a normal. How the normal is to be? It will be perpendicular to the what you call plane mirror. It will be perpendicular to the plane mirror. See, let us check it is perpendicular or not. Yeah, exactly, it is perpendicular. And now one more line over here at the point of incidence, and it acts as your normal. So done. Two normals I have written. So this is one normal and this is the next normal. So normal N2, normal N1. And already we have measured this. We know about this angle of incidence clearly. And say that angle of incidence for the first one be I1. And say over here angle of incidence be I2. And to represent the direction of your incident ray, so use some arrow marks like this. So showing this is your incident ray. Sir, why do we take only two incident rays, sir? Basically, for the formation of image, children, we require minimum two reflected rays to meet. Okay, na? Minimum how many reflected rays we need? Two reflected rays to meet. So that's the reason we need two incident rays also. So now I would like to draw the reflected rays with angle of incidence is same angle of reflection. So therefore previously I have taken 160, that is 180 minus 160, 20 degrees. So now I am taking a reflected ray from the plane mirror at same angle of incidence, that is your 20 degrees. So considered I1 over here. So I would like to take this angle as R1 and saying a condition that I1 is equals to R1. And similarly here, previously we had taken 140, that is nothing but 40 degrees with this. So therefore I have taken a reflected ray in this kind. And now say this is your R2. So from loss of reflection, I2 is equals to R2. So now if you observe, the two reflected rays are divergent. You can see clearly. The two reflected rays are diverging. So what do you mean by diverging? They are not meeting directly. Exactly. The reflected rays are not meeting directly. So when they are not meeting directly, we can do only one thing, that is we can extend the reflected rays behind so that we can verify whether they meet at behind the mirror or not. Let us check that one, whether they are meeting behind the mirror or not. So like this. Okay, one I have extended like this, and similarly one more reflected ray. I would like to extend in this kind. So now I observed both the reflected rays on extending behind, they met at a particular point, and say this is your image and represented by I. So you can see now we have got the image formed due to the extension of reflected rays behind. So thus the image formed over here is virtual image. So when we will get a virtual image? When the image is formed due to extension of reflected rays back is called as your virtual image. And one of the main characteristic of image formed to a plane mirror is here observed as, we can show it, that is the object distance. The distance of object from the plane mirror, say that is denoted by U, is object distance, and the distance between the plane mirror and the image formed, let me say it is denoted by V. So the main characteristic over here for the image formed by plane mirror is the object distance. Object distance U is equals to image distance, that is V. So this is the little bit important thing. Clear? So thus the main characteristic of image formed by plane mirror, one is it forms virtual image, and second one here observed is object distance is equals to image distance. So any doubts you can ask me, children. The next part, that is for same image formation by plane mirror for an extended object, will be seen on in our next video. Thank you very much. Have a great day.